Wikipedia article on Fallow's book. It says Reverend Charles Kingsley wrote, the author of Water Babies and a friend of Philip Goss, was asked to review Goss's book on Fallows. If you remember, it's the belly button book, okay? Refusing to review it, he wrote to Goss and he said this. Listen to this, and I agree with this. Shall I tell you the truth? It is best. Your book is the first that ever made me doubt. And I fear it will make hundreds do so. Think about this. This is a preacher telling him this. Your book tends to prove this, that if we accept the fact of absolute creation, God becomes Deus quidem deceptor, God who is sometimes a deceiver. I do not mean merely in the case of the fossils which pretend to be the bones of dead animals, but in the one single case of your newly created scars on the pandanus trunk, your newly created Adam's navel, because he basically was teaching that everything was created aged with like an apparent age, not just with tree rings, but like with scars and with a backstory of life and like all the stuff that might have happened to it. If the tree looks 300 years old, then it probably has some cuts and notches and different things. I guess this is just a weird thing, right? And listen to this. He says, your newly created Adam's navel, you make God tell a lie. It is not my reason, but my conscience which revolts here. I cannot believe that God has written on the rocks one enormous and superfluous lie for all mankind. I just can't believe that. I love that. That's a great statement. And he should have repented and got his heart right at that very moment when his friend wrote in that book. But yet he hardened his heart and he published this garbage. And now we're dealing with it today because modern day teachers are teaching this garbage. And it's wicked. It's out of the pit of hell. Job 12:8 says, tells us this. He says, speak to the earth and it shall teach thee. So I guess if you speak to the earth, it's going to tell you lies. Psalm 33:4, for the word of the Lord is right, and all his works are done in truth. All of his works, his creation work is done in truth. And by the way, God is not a liar.